going on, YouTube? Uberman here. Due to a high volume of requests for some old school videos, I'm making one from my phone while I'm driving. Um, I did go out and I spent a lot of money on some new AV equipment, and I've been working with new software, trying to really improve the quality of the videos, which has not really happened. The lighting is much better, the video quality is much better, but the whole thing with the green screen just is not working out yet. But honestly, I haven't had a whole lot of time to sit around and screw with it, and I've got some people that are willing to help me out, and one guy, gave me his number so I could call him. He does this professionally. I just haven't had a chance. I'm driving 6 to 7 days a week, and I'm sleeping, and I have kids, so it doesn't leave a whole lot of time for much of anything else. Now, this video is going to be a brief introduction into Uber Select. I've got a lot of people asking what it is. I'm not going to go in depth, and I'm not going to get into my actual numbers or anything with Uber Select. But I will give you a brief introduction, and the Uber app is going to beep in a minute, I promise you, and there's nothing I can do about it because I am logged in. It is Saturday, but I did want to get this video out to you guys. So, what is Uber Select? It's basically a tier between Uber X and Uber Black. Out here, it varies by market. Different markets have different things. You have Uber Plus, you have Uber Pool, you have Uber X, you have Uber XL, you have Uber SUV, you have Uber Plus, Uber Select, I think I already said Plus. You have Uber Black, you have Uber Taxi. There is even Uber Chopper, which is an Uber helicopter. But again, it varies on market. So, in my market, Uber Select is below Black, which is Uber's top tier. It doesn't matter where you live. Uber Black is the top of the line Uber service. Uber Black is high-end luxury cars. They have Bentleys, they have Jaguars, BMWs, Mercedes, top tier cars, okay? Uber Select is one tier below that. Anyway, sorry, I just pulled up at the house. Uber Select is pretty much a premium service, but not a top-tier luxury service. Uber X, I told you, sorry guys. I think the way this is going to work is Uber X is going to be more of your average cars driving around, probably a little bit older, primarily because Uber Select requires a lot of the cars, like mine is a Kia, so obviously this is not a top-tier car, but it is a 2013, it is fully loaded, it's got leather, and leather is mandatory, so maybe people don't want to pay the premium prices for Uber Black, but they don't want to necessarily ride in a smaller car. Uber Select has to be a bigger vehicle, so they pay a premium for it. I'm not going to get into too many numbers, but I can tell you that the rates on Uber Select are they're what I was getting when Uber launched a year ago with Uber X, and I've taken several runs with Uber Select, and I forgot what it was like to see those kinds of numbers appear on my screen, when I drop somebody off. It just takes me back. It's a good feeling, but it's a bad feeling because I'm simultaneously doing Uber X. So there are people that are getting the Uber Select ride at an Uber X price. Or you could argue the opposite, which is that there are Uber Select people paying to get an Uber X ride. As of right now, there's no way that I figured out to opt out of Uber X and do strictly Uber Select, but I think that is the way I'm going to go. I think I'm going to drop Uber X and go with Uber Select. I will probably purchase a second vehicle in the near future, strictly for Uber X, something older, something smaller, efficient. We'll just see how this goes, basically, is what I'm going to do. But so far, I'm loving Uber Select. It is a pretty good deal, and you know, Uber's had this planned, which is kind of why I think the rates are dropping. I mean, what I think is really it's kind of cool. You know, hindsight's 2020, so you know, once things happen, you can look back and kind of understand. It's not a coincidence that Uber slashed the rates and then suddenly they start pushing this Uber Select service throughout a ton of different markets. This is planned. They are basically getting people used to UberX being the bottom cheap service, and then they throw this new service, Uber Select, out, which basically is what people were more than happy to pay for when Uber first came out. As UberX, they're paying the same amount that they used to pay, but now they get a more premium feeling service. This is all planned. This has all been part of their marketing scheme. They know what they're doing. The rate cuts still suck, but I am still making good money with it. And of course, I'll have another payout screenshot coming up on Monday night or Tuesday, and I'll do a more in-depth review of Uber Select on Sunday. But as I said before, it is Saturday, and it's a busy time. I will get these videos out, and Sunday you'll get a better review of what Uber Select is and what the numbers are like, and then Monday or Tuesday I'll post a video with my payout for the week. I'm doing the same thing I've been doing, basically sitting at home, which is where I'm at right now. If a ping comes through, I take it. And if not, then, you know, I wait. And come 10:30, 11 o'clock, I'll head down to my hotspot where I'll knock out whatever runs I'm missing for the day. It's a good deal, guys. I'm happy with it. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Be safe out there, and Uber on.